All right, game number 2. It's starting.
Get ready for this guy. WCS qualifier Flash against
Ready and action.
Ready and action. Here we go. Bottom right of the map. We are on Entombed. We have the Terran player starting for KT in the red. It is Flash. And his opponent starting to the top left, starting for Team MVP. Down 1 map in this best of 3. It is Sniper.
Yep. I will confirm that everything he said is true.
Wolf just had a good look at everything. What did he say? The bottom guy being Flash. Okay, that's correct. Top right. Yeah.
That's
Sniper. And he's like, yep.
I'm like, yeah, that guy's on.
You should be a teacher.
KT Rollster, MVPSniper. I'm like grading a paper right now. I'm like, yes, he's blue, and he's Zerg, he's red, and he's Terran. Okay. All right, everything's correct. A+. I'm like, but put more effort in next time. Like, remember to show your work.
All right, Mr. Schroeder. Will do.
You have so much potential, you know.
Oh my god.
All right, Hatch first versus Command Center first. Coming up here.
Command Center first. This is really a surprise, isn't it?
No, not at all. Actually, this is where you're mistaken.
The concept of sarcasm, Mr. Schroeder. I think I have to teach you a thing or two.
Well, sarcasm is not correct.
On the internet, sarcasm doesn't apply. Well, the thing is, we saw him, of course, opening with a 14cc quite often now. Flash once again with the Command Center first. And let's see how Sniper is going to approach this game. This is the second map. He lost in the first one. He should have won. He made a few wrong calls. In the end, it was Flash who won the game. And now we will find out if Flash can 2-0 another GSL opponent, or if he is now losing a map and has to play on the third.
That is what we are going to see. Once again, you are correct. I will confirm this once more.
So happy.
We are having the battle of the workers here. Now, in the end, Flash will lose because his hit points cannot be regenerated. He needs a second SCV. Now, the drone runs away. He allows the SCV to escape as well. But I would say the SCV was a little bit more cowardly here. And in the end, he was logical, though. Logical and cowardly. You know, what good is courage if you're not around after the battle?
The Overlords are getting in position here, and, well, guys, this is the beginning of Flash switching to StarCraft 2 that you are watching and witnessing right now. This is something that a lot of people have been waiting for an eternity, and all these Brood War players that are currently transitioning to StarCraft 2, people were thinking about how will they actually perform, how good will they be able to compete, and Flash was the one guy that everyone was waiting for, and why are you laughing?
I'm thinking about the Brood War fans transitioning to StarCraft 2. It's like, well, how annoying will they be in the live report threads? How many inaccurate statements will they make? How much will they complain? Like, the StarCraft 2 fans are pretty good at this, but how will the Brood War fans transition, man, into being StarCraft 2 fans? They have to learn the new ways. They have to be part of something bigger here. I wonder if they can do it. It's going to be really exciting to see the switch. That's what I've been looking forward to more than the Brood War players switching.
You're such an awful person. Such an awful human being.
I'm just teasing. I know that there's always this, I wouldn't say a level of animosity, but you know, whenever there's a thread about this or that, there's always the Brood War fans arguing with StarCraft 2 fans. That's something that's definitely evident. And I think that eventually everyone will be together in harmony.
We need to point one thing out as well. Flash is not playing, he's playing for a long time now, StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
He just committed full time to the game, but he's been playing StarCraft 2 like 6 months ago already.
Yeah. And even longer ago than that, but not heavily.
Exactly.
And now, I mean, he's... excuse me, he's out of the OSL. All he's got left is some potential, I don't know why I'm dying, but...
We need to get you a drink.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but all I'm trying to say is that he's only going to play in maybe the Hybrid Pro League as a Terran for StarCraft 1. And there's even been some talk as to whether or not they're going to continue to put StarCraft 1 even in that. They might take that out in some of the future rounds.
Okay,
I'm going to go get a water. I'll be right back.
Get yourself a drink. You're like not looking good. Alright guys, so while Wolf is getting something to drink and trying to hydrate, we are now focusing a little bit on the match at hand. We currently have the Hellion on the move here, trying to do a bit damage, forcing the creep back. The third has been spotted. Flash is aware of what's going on. And at the bottom right, we have now the Terran player also with the third command center. He goes for double engineering bay here, trying to play this really upgrade-heavy style. This is something we could see in every game that he played so far, that he was putting a lot of thought into his upgrades. He really wanted to have a very, very strong bio army. You could also see how he supported it with the medivacs. The Overlord for Sniper was not in a position where he could spot this, and therefore he's a little bit in the dark about his opponent's economy. But he himself is just playing the standard style that we are used to see from him in the GSL. He's building all these creep tumors, trying to spread the creep. And there's already one of the subtle differences that we can point out between a Caspar Zerg and a GSL Zerg. We've seen games of Soulkey earlier, and the creep spread in the matchup TVZ was really something that he was lacking a little bit. And it definitely showed when he played against MMA and helped the Terran player to get a dominant position in the map. So right now we have speed coming up, and we have the stage set for an awesome, awesome game between Flash and Sniper.
Yeah, we do. And not only is the stage set here, but my voice is okay. Even after I drank water, I felt like, I don't know what is going on, but it's almost as if I'm having like an allergic reaction or something to something, but I don't know what it would be, but I guess I'm okay. I guess everything's fine in the end.
I think it's the
I'm not gonna die.
It's the end here. We don't have air conditioning or anything, so that's a little bit of a problem.
It's a bit musty, I would say, yeah.
It's okay. Right now, as mentioned, the double upgrades for Flash straight away off the bat as soon as he finished those two engineering bays. And once more, we have Sniper with the transition into the Mutalisk. I'm pretty sure that this time we are going to see a few Broodlords in the later stage of the game. There have been Zerg players that try to start with Ultralisk on this map, but usually it's more in the matchup against Protoss that we see this, and it's not that often. Broodlords are the way to go. With Ultralisks on this map, you always have to make sure that you have a decent count of infestors, and you have to catch your opponent in the middle of the map. There are a lot of positions where it's really hard to get the surface area with the Ultralisk that you need. If a Terran player is putting those areas to good use, a Zerg player with Ultralisks has a tough time.
That's like what we saw last game. He had the tank spread, he had the concave at the bottom of the ramp next to Planetary, and that's the location that Sniper he kept attacking into, and it was almost, well, hold the slot. There's not enough units here for him to really catch Flash. He can actually pick up these Marines. He didn't. He got a little bit over eager to fight with his Hellions, but with the Banshee here, he's going to take out the last of these Banelings potentially. That was a fairly even trade, and it's not over yet.
No, it's not over yet. He's trying to surround him. He's still on creep. Flash is not loading into the medivacs. I'm actually a little bit disappointed here.
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed by that as well. But still, a fairly even trade. Could have been better for Flash, though.
He fought on creep, and he did not load those units into the medivacs. I don't think that he really paid too much attention to the fight. I feel like he was currently occupied in his main base, because from a Terran player of his caliber, I would have expected to use the micro to save his units. And now he does it. Now he pays more attention to them and immediately retreats. But this was already a bit of a blow to the KT Terran, who's now down 20 supply.
Yeah, he's down quite a bit in supply. He's got that third base up and secured, but the fourth is up for Sniper. He's taking his gases over there.
And here we go, once again, Mutalisk, and immediately the Infestation Pit.
Yeah, he's going down two paths at once here, making the transition. 12 active tumors at a time for Sniper. You see a great amount of... I mean, this is the difference between Soulkey and Sniper as the experience goes. He just, at this point in the game, 12 minutes, 30 seconds, and he's already passed the Watchtower. Something that Soulkey was not able to accomplish in the game we saw earlier.
Yeah, not at all. This is just the experience showing through that you have in the game when you played for this long. As mentioned earlier, the Broodlord players have been playing StarCraft 2 for quite a while, but they did not dedicate this much time to it as, of course, the full-time StarCraft players, and therefore Soulkey just not has the experience yet that he needs. But this is something that we will see them build up over time, and then these guys will be really scary. And never forget about Heart Before the Swarm. The cards, well, we will basically start completely new with Heart of the Swarm, the strategy. But now, here we have Sniper and Flash, and Sniper, he's going in, he's committing, he's sniping those siege tanks, and immediately surrounding them with Zerglings as well. He realizes, though, that he might not have enough and backs off once more. Still in the supply lead, but well done by Flash.
You know, Flash is almost playing the style where he's like, he just defends. He like gets next to the creep and he's like, are you gonna fight me here? And then he does an engagement that's pretty cost efficient for him because he's the defender. And if Sniper throws away too many units like he did last game, then that's something that will allow Flash to really get a hold of the game. I love how Flash, when he goes to kill tumors, he really commits. This is, a lot of his units are in that medevac, not doing the DPS, and this is not enough units for Flash.
No, it definitely isn't, and now he has the medivacs, and they are being targeted by the Mutalisk. They are helpless against this, and he's chasing them down. He's not making the same mistake twice. Sniper is now on the move, killing medivac after medivac, retreating just in time to make sure his units are not attacked by the defenses of Flash. But look at the supply, guys. The tech is nearly ready. Hive tech nearly done. 50 supply ahead now for the MVP player. And the creep spread on the minimap is insane. Overlord spread everywhere. He has a legal map hack right now. He knows everything.
Yep. This is starting to look really grim for Flash as he's down in supply here, but Flash is known for his mechanics. He's known for getting back into tough situations. Double factories producing siege tanks now, as Legend has highlighted. He got his siege mode really late. It didn't really affect him all too much, but he will never be able to take a fourth base if Sniper doesn't want him to. He's got all these lings on the map. He's going around the left side now, checking for that fourth base, which he knows isn't there by his creep. And Flash is like going over there right now. He's going to be, I didn't get rid of that creep.
Currently, I'm not too happy with the decision to go Ultralisks here. Well, at this point, giving the Marine count, if he has the economy, he has taken a fourth base, he's taking a fifth, so Ultralisks are actually fine with the infestors that he has and the upgrades that he has. So I take this back. If he goes for a transition into a Broodlords later on after he's shown Ultralisks, this would be exactly what he needs to do.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure this is what's going to happen if he's not successful with the Ultralisks right away. Great
control, by the way, from Sniper so far, actually, just showing, you know, they can pick off medevacs, pick off siege tanks without actually committing to a fight. And Flash, his Marine splitting has not been impressive, I guess I would say. It's been decent, but it's not impressive. It's, you know, if I were Flash and I saw Flash's Marine micro, I would be unimpressed. But I think that he's having a little bit of trouble against this.
I rephrase this. Is Flash impressed with anything?
Well, I don't know, man. That's a good question.
Do we have an impressed Flash meme? Does that exist?
I heard that he was impressed by the unimpressed meme. I don't know. I don't follow memes very well, but I think I heard that.
Look at that.
I think I heard that. I don't know.
That's a good one. Well, this drop is not going to be a good one, but at least it should not, because, well, basically with the legal map pack that Sniper currently has, thanks to his Overlord positioning and creep spread, this drop was signaled to him like 2 years ago.
Yeah. He actually... Oh, look at those links fall. Look at the links fall that medevac. They're like, drop it! I dare you!
Nom, 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 nom.
Alright, here we go. This is the scary push. Flash hasn't been able to turtle up long enough to get this maxed out army again. He's going for an attack. 3-3 with +2 about to finish.
Exactly, those timings for the upgrades are really good, and they are done. The upgrades for Sniper are not. And here come the Banelings. He's trying to get them into the Marines. Earlier, his Baneling control was not the best, but now it was way better. And suddenly, again, the supply lead for Sniper, who still has the better economy, who's on 5 bases against 4 right now. Sniper has not done it just yet, though. Flash is still staying in the game, trying to establish a fourth.
Yeah, he's got that fourth base up, but how long will he be able to keep it? With the bank that Sniper had, he's already rebuilt so many units, 4 more ultras on the way, a ton of Zerlings, Adrenal Glands finishing this time.
He needs gas, and at the top right, he just finished those extractors, but he did not put drones in there. I hope that he did it by now, because that's the one thing where he's really low.
And Flash, he's got not a ton of bank, but he's spending all of his money really, really well. +3 on the way for his siege tanks. You can see he doesn't have very much vision of what's on the other side of the map. This is kind of what we saw last game too. Flash not really ever been able to get past the creep, not able to kind of cross the center. But he is doing a great job so far.
Oh, wow. This is actually, this map, when the Ramp Covering Creep reminds me of Lushira against Pold. And this was a very, very scary matchup for the Terran player. But now suddenly there's the upgrade already, the armor upgrade for the air units. But this also means that he can transition into a greater Spire at this point. He doesn't have the double Spire just yet.
Do you see the one-legged gorilla?
The one-legged gorilla?
Yeah, on the creep spread. Like, he's got 2 arms going like this, right? And he's got like a big... I don't know, he's like wearing a space.
Let's say chimpanzee, a gorilla would be bigger. But now here comes the move at the 4th base. He's trying to take it out. No repair, finally, but it's too late. Flash not reacting in time. The base is lost, and Sniper turns around. He's like, okay, if you want to fight, I'll fight.
Yeah, it's not a gorilla. You're so right, but I wanted to confirm that. But Flash, he's definitely in a lot of trouble after losing that base here. Losing the drop as well. Look at all the drop defense has been set up. Flash needs this engagement to work for him. If he doesn't have this,
he needs to win a fight here.
Yeah.
He needs to win a fight. He needs to win it soon. He's moving in again. A lot of Marauders here. We have the Fungals. They hit most of the siege tanks, but not the Bio Forces. They try to stutter step. A lot of supply actually being killed by Flash here. Sniper is dropping in supply, and now here come the Broodlords. Apparently already at the Greater Spire. It slipped my attention earlier. As we said, we can't actually look things up here. We are completely focused on the screen, so if we don't catch something immediately, we'll miss it. Here they are, the Broodlords, and is this a transition that Flash will be prepared for?
Doesn't seem like it. He doesn't have any Vikings on the way. He hasn't added any additional starports. Trying to push his way through to the killing this base in the middle, and with the siege tank position he has, I think he may be able to get it. He needs to start attacking the actual hatchery though, as he's kind of killing extractors and a few drones and fighting some spines here. Actually, I don't think he's going to get it.
Another base is being built at the same time for Sniper. Even if he loses this expansion, he will have different ones to fall back to. But now the Broodlords are ready, and they are on the move. Broodlords, and oh wow, 40 additional Banelings, and they trapped the Ultralisk stance. Oh my god, this is definitely he's dancing techno. Look at him.
Dude,
wow,
this is going to be the newest craze, man. I thought Gangnam Style was the coolest thing I'd ever seen, but when I saw that Ultralisk, man,
the Ultra dance. Or he's afraid. He could be afraid and shaking.
I'm not sure, man, but that was crazy. I don't know if I can shake like that, even if I'm surrounded by Banelings.
Shake it, baby. The top base was, by the way, taking down 2 of the bases that Sniper had. So Sniper needs to be careful here. The army supply is just shown by Legend is roughly even. Nice Fungals here.
There we go.
And he's leading the charge with the Banelings. Why would you ever do this as a Zerg player when you have Ultralisks?
Well, that's a question that has no answer. We call that a rhetorical
his
question.
coach is probably just walking behind him and just slapping him at the back of his head, and he's like, no, don't do that again. Be a good Zerg. Don't do it again. Sorry, guys. Obviously, you're going a little bit overboard here, but this is really tough. If you see a Zerg player engage with Banelings first when he has Ultralisk to lead the charge against siege-up tanks, that makes you cringe.
It is definitely cringeworthy. The Broodlord's taking some hits here. There are a few Marines stim and dart in. There's a lot of siege tanks to support here. And Sniper cannot actually, I don't feel engage this just yet. He may have enough Banelings this time.
He moves into the siege up position once again. The Banelings trying to close the distance here, trying to get into position. Finally a nice fungal on the bio units. The Zergs as the follow-up take down so many units here. Once again, Sniper winning the fight. But I think that Flash killed a little bit too much. It's just impressive to see how Sniper controls the entire map, the entire game. But Flash, with those defensive positions, he trades fairly well against everything that Sniper throws his way. At some point, Sniper is really in a position where he might run out of steam. A beautiful funnel, though.
Yeah, he's getting all these medevacs, and Flash is starting to look like he has no out here. Dropping a bunch of mules that are going to mine desperately before this base dies and before they die. But Sniper's taking this game. GG.
Flash GG is out of the game, loses the map to Sniper. We have a third game between those two. And I just, by the way, I looked a little bit at the grid. It looks like actually Jakji was already taken out. He was taken out by Light.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, I have not seen Light play StarCraft 2 yet, but I will.
Wolf is speechless. He's like, how?
I didn't expect that. Jakji out of the tournament already. Interesting update to be given. Well, we are going to go into a game 3 now, as the score is now tied, and I'm not sure what the third map will be. The maps change from round to round. Players veto maps, so...
And guys, while we are just waiting to be invited into the third game, there's one thing that I want to point out today. We are not only streaming on the GOM player, but we are also streaming on a Twitch TV. This is something that GOM occasionally does, and especially because we wanted to give the entire world the opportunity to watch the Casper players play against the GSL players. This is something that we decided to do. And one thing, how you always ask, okay, how can we actually support things like this? What can we do in order to make it happen? And of course, in the past, it was just showing the people in charge that we actually appreciated. That's something that we did with the Code A qualifier stream as well. But if you're watching on Twitch, it would of course be great if you could turn off ad block. This is something that keeps those streams alive, and if we just show Gom and the person in charge that this is something that is highly valued by the community and definitely like worth all the effort that is